to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
The peace in Teyana Taylor's backyard was shattered in a moment no one saw coming. What was supposed to be a relaxed family day turned into something painful and unforgettable. It all started when Aaron Pierre, her ex-husband, showed up to drop off their daughter. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary at first, until he spotted Aaron Pierre, the new man in Teyana's life, already there. From the moment their eyes met, the air shifted. Conversation stopped, laughter faded, and a heavy silence took over. It was like the seconds before a thunderstorm. Everyone sensed something was about to happen, but nobody expected it to spiral the way it did. For months, Aaron and Teyana had been saying they were peacefully co-parenting after their split. On the surface, things looked okay. But behind closed doors, the calm was fake. The tension had been building for a long time, slowly and quietly. And Aaron's presence didn't help. Aaron isn't a celebrity. He's a regular guy, respectful, soft-spoken, and polite. Still, when he began spending time at Teyana's house, whispers started. People noticed. A dinner here, a family game night there, the kids laughing while he was around. Aaron may have kept quiet publicly, but inside, he was boiling. This wasn't just any house, it was the place where he and Teyana built a life, celebrated birthdays, raised their kids. And now, someone else was stepping into that space. It felt like a line had been crossed. That day started just like any other. The sun was shining, the children were running around playing tag, and the smell of grilled food filled the air. Aaron was manning the barbecue in a t-shirt and shorts, chatting with friends. Everything seemed peaceful, until Aaron walked through the gate. He wasn't smiling. He dropped off a bag of snacks for his daughter and looked Aaron straight in the eyes. Then he said, calmly but with a sharp edge, "This isn't your house. Show some respect." The whole yard went quiet. Aaron didn't yell. He didn't step back either. He simply replied, "Then stop acting like it is." It wasn't loud, but it hit hard. The kids turned to look. Teyana froze in place behind the fence. Her guests exchanged uneasy glances. What followed happened so fast it's hard to remember the exact order. Aaron made a quick, sharp motion with his arm. He didn't hit anyone, but it was enough to set things off. Voices rose. A chair was knocked over. Teyana came running out, tears in her eyes, yelling, "Stop it." She threw herself between the two men, trying to calm them down. One of the kids started crying. A neighbor peered over the fence. Someone pulled out their phone and nearly called the police. The whole thing didn't last long, maybe a minute. But for everyone watching, it felt like forever. Aaron's friends pulled him back. Someone grabbed him on and led him away. And there stood Teyana, in the middle of the chaos, trying to keep everything from falling apart. Aaron didn't say a word. He walked straight out, slammed the gate, and drove off. He didn't take his daughter with him, but he didn't stay either. Aaron stood there, breathing heavily, clearly shaken. One of his friends quietly guided him away. And Teyana? She gathered the kids and rushed them inside. But it wasn't over. A neighbor's security camera caught the entire thing. That night, the footage was online. Clips of the almost fight, the shouting, the tension, all of it spread like wildfire. Social media had opinions. And lots of them. Some people said Aaron was being insecure and overstepped. Others praised him for standing his ground. Some called him a mature father for not hitting back. Others blamed him for walking into a tense situation without warning. As for Teyana, the internet was split. Some defended her for trying to hold it all together. Others blamed her for letting things escalate to this point. But this wasn't just about a backyard fight. This was about unresolved feelings, boundaries that were never made clear, and hearts that hadn't truly healed. It was about two men, both feeling like they belonged, both reacting from a place of hurt and pride. Aaron might have felt like an outsider that day, standing in a space filled with memories that weren't his. And Aaron, even though he no longer lived there, still saw that house as a piece of his past he wasn't ready to give up. Teyana was stuck in the middle. She was trying to move forward with her life, while still managing the emotional weight of the past. And in that moment, she became the one who took the biggest hit, not physically, but emotionally. She didn't scream or lash out, but she was the one trying to protect her home, her peace, and her children while everything unraveled around her. In the days that followed, Aaron didn't say much. He didn't post anything online. But insiders say he's talking to lawyers now. Word is, he wants changes, maybe stricter custody rules, or legal boundaries about who can be around the kids and when. It's not about revenge, they say. It's about control, safety, and emotional peace. Aaron has gone quiet too. He hasn't posted on social media since the video leaked. People close to him say he feels embarrassed, not just by the argument, but by how the internet made him look like the bad guy. Maybe he felt provoked. Maybe he thought he had a right to defend his role in Teyana's life. But now, he's staying low, either waiting for things to settle or hoping they will. Teyana broke her silence in a subtle way. She posted a black screen on Instagram with white letters that read, "Some lines you cross, you can't uncross." No names, no tags, but everyone knew who she was talking about. And maybe it wasn't aimed at just one man. Maybe it was for both. Sources say she's laying down new rules now. Nobody walks into her home without asking. Not Aaron. Not Iman. If they want to be in her children's lives, it has to be done with structure, with respect, and on her terms. She's protecting her space now like never before. This wasn't just a fight between two men. It was a moment when pain, history, pride, and emotion all came crashing together. And while the world moved on to the next story, this one left behind. Real scars, real consequences, and a woman trying to rebuild peace from the pieces. Because sometimes, it's not the loud moments that hurt the most. It's the silence that follows them. Teyana Taylor is now thinking seriously about getting professional help. Things have gotten so emotionally messy that she's considering therapy for herself, counseling for her kids, and maybe even working with a family mediator. She wants to create clear, respectful co-parenting rules before things get even worse. Because while adults argue, yell, and lose control, it's the children who suffer in silence. The kids may not fully understand what's going on, but they feel it. They heard the yelling. They saw grown-ups push each other. They watched one man storm out of the house in anger, and another man freeze in place, unsure what to do. What used to be a safe space now feels scary and confusing. And while the adults try to fix things, the children are left holding emotional pieces of something that feels broken. Children may not have the words for it, but they sense the tension. They notice when dinner is too quiet, when adults speak in whispers behind closed doors, and when the mood in the house suddenly shifts. These moments stay with them. They don't just go away. They can leave emotional scars that last far into adulthood. Now, the big questions are hanging in the air. Can this family ever recover from what happened? Can trust be rebuilt? Can they continue to co-parent when everyone's feelings are so raw? Can Teyana have a peaceful relationship with both men, or will she need to set stronger boundaries and choose distance? Should Aaron step away for a while to let emotions settle? And if Iman wants to set firm rules, can he do it without tearing apart the little structure they've managed to keep for the kids? This isn't just about a fight or what went viral online. It's about people who once loved each other trying to move forward without completely falling apart. It's about learning how to live with the memories of what once was. It's about creating peace in a place that holds both joy and pain. Most importantly, it's about making sure the children are protected, emotionally and mentally, while the adults work through their own pain. No one really comes out of a situation like this feeling like they've won. Even if there are no bruises you can see, the emotional ones run deep. But healing is still possible. There's still time to step back, breathe, and figure out a better way. The fight in the backyard happened quickly, but its impact will last for a long time. Now it's up to everyone involved to choose the next steps carefully, because what happens next matters most.